Alright, let's talk about this. It's been over a week since the LA fires started, and honestly, it's just heartbreaking. We're talking about over 40,000 acres burned, more than 12,000 structures destroyed, and tragically, 24 lives lost. And it's not over yet. So here's where we stand as of today, January 13th. The Palisades fire is the big one right now. It's burned 23,713 acres, and they've only managed to contain 14% of it. It's down by Pacific Palisades, near Palisades Drive, and yeah, it's still active. Then there's the Eden fire near Altadena and Pasadena. That's hit 14,117 acres, and it's 33% contained. Fun fact, investigators are looking at an electrical transmission tower as the possible cause. The Hearst fire in Sylmar is almost done, 95% contained, thank goodness, with 799 acres burned. And the Sunset fire, that's in the Hollywood Hills, fully contained now after burning 60 acres. Alongside the Sunset fire, we've also seen progress with two other fires. First, the Lydia fire, which started on January 8 near the 5,700 block of Soledad Canyon Road in Acton. It burned 395 acres and is now 98% contained. Then there's the Kenneth fire, which broke out on January 9 in West Hills, near Victory Boulevard and Gilmore Street. It burned 1,052 acres but was fully contained as of January 12. Both fires serve as a reminder of just how relentless this season has been, even with some smaller fires brought under control. So, why is this fire spreading like crazy? 2 words: Santa Ana winds. These winds are dry, fast, and relentless, and they've basically turned LA into a tinderbox. The National Weather Service says we're stuck with these conditions for a few more days. And here's the thing, when the winds are this bad, it makes it nearly impossible for firefighters to get the upper hand. And if that's not enough, some genius decided to fly a drone over the Palisades fire, causing damage to a Canadian firefighting aircraft called the Super Scooper. These firefighting planes are capable of scooping up more than 1,500 gallons of ocean water to drop on active fires. Like, really, not only is it illegal to fly a drone during wildfires, but it's also incredibly dangerous. It puts firefighters' lives at risk, delays containment efforts, and compromises critical equipment. Just don't. The FBI in Los Angeles is now investigating the matter and seeking the public's help to identify the drone operator. The human toll here is devastating. 24 people have died, and we're hearing stories that just break your heart, like a 67-year-old amputee who refused to leave because he didn't want to abandon his disabled son. And get this, 23 people are still missing, mostly near the Eden and Palisades fires. It's terrifying to think about what their families are going through right now. As if the fires weren't enough, there's been looting in the evacuation zones. LAPD has arrested 10 people, including 2 who dressed up as firefighters to sneak in. Opportunists, even in a crisis. It's disgusting. Los Angeles County District Attorney Nathan Hochman today announced charges against these 10 individuals in 4 crimes committed during the devastating wildfires. 9 people are facing felony charges in connection to residential burglaries in the cities of Pacific Palisades and Altadena, and a separate defendant has been charged with arson for intentionally starting a fire in the city of Azusa. On the brighter side, President Biden has declared this a major disaster and promised full federal funding for 180 days. That means the government is covering stuff like temporary shelters, debris removal, and first responder salaries. But, of course, politics had to rear its head. President-elect Donald Trump hopped on Truth Social to blame Governor Newsom and FEMA, calling it gross incompetence. Honestly, whatever your politics are, people just need help right now, not finger-pointing. Unfortunately, the situation remains incredibly dangerous. While firefighters made some progress in containing the fire over the weekend, the National Weather Service warns that critical to extremely critical fire weather conditions are expected through Wednesday. Meteorologist Walter Otto stated that with wind gusts reaching up to 70 miles per hour in some areas and no rainfall, the region faces a high risk for large fires with the potential for very rapid spreading. Particularly dangerous situation red flag warnings are in effect for parts of Santa Barbara, Ventura, and Los Angeles counties. Fire crews are being pre-positioned in vulnerable areas to respond to any new flare-ups, but the coming days will undoubtedly test everyone on the front lines.